Are we live yet? Let me check.
The broadcast is
It
live. It
says
says it.
we're live. Let's see if it comes up on my feed. Bear with me, guys.
Where will you even see the viewers?
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I
Okay,
can.
people.
Huh?
We have a model here with us today. Oh crap! Just mashing up my studio here. Don't worry, don't mind me.
Oh God, I can see myself.
If I just disconnected, I literally just kicked the wires. But yeah, we got Tyler here. Oh, can't see the comments. Hang on.
Hang on.
Hey, my guy, what's up?
I can't. Oh, what's up though, Adrian?
See what I'm saying? I got the best subscribers. They're ready. They're already here.
Perspective, yeah.
Jazz is in here. Walk on. But what's going on? What's happening? How's your isolation?
My isolation's going well. I feel like, but to be honest, I have days where I'm just not productive at all, and then I have days where I'm literally like, let me do something.
That's every day for me because I literally my day goes as this as follows. Yeah, I wake up. I might do some sort of exercise if I can be bothered. Then I'll eat, and then my body tells me I need to sleep. And then I wake up, and then the sun's gone, and then it's Call of Duty time. That's literally every day.
That's your day.
That's every day. I mean,
I
that was
feel
my
like
day before isolation anyway, but I still like flew out here and there. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like in
you can go
between
places and
flying
stuff.
out.
I just
But
feel like your body it's like always waiting for a meal. So I feel like when I've eaten, like I'm just waiting for the next time to eat. That's all I'm doing really.
I've lost appetite because obviously I'm not active, so my body don't need food. But then I have to eat, otherwise I'll die. But
Well, no, actually you don't have to. You can just have water and you'll survive. But I hear you though, because I hardly eat anyway, and I'm literally scared I'm gonna lose like games. So I have to just keep eating.
so I got a bunch of questions here for you. Start off. Actually, you can start off with the one I know. Well, not you told me before, but for the viewers, have you had any inappropriate experiences?
um, you're laughing because you know as well. Um, I feel like yes, obviously, like when we're on Instagram and that, and like a lot of photographers do like hit me up talking about this, that. But I feel like most of the time they're just using that as an angle to then move to me, basically. Like, and there's been other times where people will literally like go straight to the point where I'm literally thinking, oh, I'm gonna blow because I've seen other people use this same photographer and they've blown from them. So I'm just thinking, okay, cool. Then he starts out like, do you know what I mean? Like he'll ask questions like, oh, how much do you make a month? Like, how much can you give towards this? Blah 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 blah. And then like next thing you know, you're getting messages like, oh, John come like. And what was weird is that he only does his shoots in his house, like he does it in like a shed or whatever, which I think is
Mm.
really creepy. And it's
Hey,
just
don't
like,
say that because I'm starting a home studio.
no, but are you doing it in a shed? Are you doing it in a shed?
I have a garage.
No, yeah, but the fact is, he'll literally be like one model. Nobody else can be there. Like, I understand that, but it's just like, especially with what you're shooting as well, it does come off very provocative. So, yeah, and then obviously when they start talking about different things other than modeling, it's just like, well, was your intentions really modeling or was it just to chat to me, basically?
Have you had that like multiple times or just that one dude?
No, I've had it a few times, but like I said to you the other day, like you've been the only photographer that I've actually trusted to go like out here and like do things, which is obviously which was outside of my comfort zone, I think. But like I never really wanted to take it to that step with the other photographers because of the signs, like the literally the messages beginning, like at the beginning was just off-putting basically. So
Were they even good though?
who the photographers?
Yeah. Because I feel
Uh,
like the rubbish ones. Okay, no, I can't even say that because there's actually like Kim Kardashian's photographer. He was doing a madness in the DMs. So.
well, yeah, but no, I feel like some of them were good. Like obviously one in particular, he was literally known for his like photography, but it's just a thing where like obviously I was thinking, I could get my like self out there, like put my image out there kind of thing. Whereas so I wasn't really paying much attention to the quality, if that makes sense. Because I was just
See
gonna
that?
see what we're
I
doing.
don't know. It's weird because the ones I knew of, sort of not back in the day, or yeah, sort of back in the day, they weren't that great. So it was kind of obvious. But then these big photographers recently, like last year, that was all getting exposed. Like they had big followings, like we're talking near millions,
Mm,
and they were getting exposed. And obviously, the biggest one, Kim Kardashian's photographer, got exposed. So it's just like, and there's some photographer, London photographer actually, that I was following when I was just near starting. He was sick until I found out like he literally caught a court case, and he has obviously stopped. He's literally stopped now, isn't it? But I don't know. It used to be that there used to be the rubbish ones, but I don't know now. It's like it's just mixed.
yeah, it is mixed.
I think no, but I think it's because there's too many people that anyone. I think a lot of weirdos use it as a tool, like we're saying, obviously just to get girls, so it kind of blurs the lines. And obviously, because there's so many presets now and filters you can apply, like Visco, for instance. If you
Mm,
take it like a professional camera, like when we went to Venice, and then if I just didn't edit it on my computer, I just put Visco filters on it. I'm sure it would look half decent. Do you know what I mean? It's Venice, so it's like, do you know what I mean? So there's probably a lot of people just out here finessing it
yeah, literally.
to try and talk to girl. Jazz said, "What photographer is this? Are we naming names?"
It's a bit tight. It's a bit tight to be naming people. I don't know.
Was this is
I didn't want
this
to.
obviously is a London photographer or
Yeah.
photographers? Well, if you're saying I'm the only one, that means they're literally. How many shoots were you doing before we shot, basically?
Not gonna lie, I wasn't doing that much. Like I was actually doing ones here and there. Like I never really took modeling too seriously because I always went through agencies or like scamming thing basically. And I always just thought, oh my god, like I'm gonna have to pay towards doing all these things. Like, so I feel like when like I can't remember if you came across me or if I came across you because I remember I was liking your pictures, and then you must have messaged me. But when I saw your page, I was literally like, it's lit. Like that would be some good work to
Mm.
create. So I think that's when I started taking it seriously after that. Because obviously then we created content and I could use that, obviously, blah, blah, blah. But before then, it was kind of a thing where this specific photographer in particular would
It's trap.
just basically just message me being like, oh, yeah, do you want to come over for like, can I have a massage, blah, 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 like all this stuff. I'm literally like, what?
Answer the massage. Oh my
No,
gosh.
literally. But then what
Oh
was so
man.
annoying is that I had seen on Instagram literally, even my friend literally shot with him. So then that was why I said to her, look, this guy's kind of asked me to do it. Like, is it worth it? Blah blah blah. Because he does like the like things that he shoots is like basically in your underwear and stuff. So like obviously I was asking her like, did you feel comfortable? She had done it prior, like maybe a year or two prior to me. So I was like, oh, did you feel comfortable in his house? Blah blah. She was like, yeah, it was completely fine. Like, and then she actually got her
Well, she
Instagram
did though.
followers from him. So then I was just like, okay, cool. Like I was on like literally under 1K followers. So I was kind of like, okay, I'm trying to get my following up, blah blah blah. And then that's when like he got interested. But it just wasn't the same for me. It was like you're not trying to help a girl out. You're just trying to move to me.
I don't even know who I don't even ask you who any of these people are. I think off air you're gonna have to tell me who these are.
I did. I definitely did. But yeah, I think someone else said something. How do you like the photographer to communicate poses to you? I mean, like, anyhow, like, obviously, if they think, because obviously the photographer is the one that's making the magic happen. Obviously, I'm a part of it. Like, I'm a big part of it. But the photographer is the one that knows the lighting, the angle, like the location. So I feel like anytime, for instance, Adrian's told me, okay, like stand like this or like being under this light, then I'll take that on board. But then I'll start to think, okay, cool, like he wants me in this position, so let me try and do more of that. Like I feel like whenever we shot, like the main thing is to pose many. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, whenever I'm posing, I'm always just like different poses, blah blah blah, each second, because it's like you never know when that lighting's gonna hit or the angle's just gonna make the shot, that one shot. So yeah, like I don't know. I just prefer the photographers to just let me know what they prefer, because at the end of the day, they're photographers.
Yeah, but I think for me, yeah, I think once you've shot at me maybe like twice, I feel like people know what I want. That's why I feel like it's easier when you have like, let's say like, as a photographer, you have like 3 models or something that you regularly work with. It's easier because you don't have to repeat yourself.
Yeah, you both.
Yeah, like you just know like what to do. Just
like you know that shoot that we was doing in London, literally with the city in the back and that.
Oh, Canary Wharf.
Canary Wharf. That one was
sick.
That one was
sick. But you know, I forget all about all those shoots because I do so many. It gets pushed down, like even on my Lightroom or my computer. Like I actually had to go through the other day, like different ones. I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, I done this shoot. Oh yeah, I done that shoot. Because I only remember like the last 2 shoots.
Yeah, exactly.
But before that, I bet I literally only remember the abroad shoots I do now.
Yeah. Well, obviously they're significant. They're important. Like to do abroad shoots is defo essential because it's just like change of scenery. Like literally you can get banging shots. Like I swear to God, it's amazing. But then obviously it's nice to then get good shoots like from being in like. Do you know what I mean? Like London is a big place. There's a lot of good places to shoot. Do you get it? So obviously when we went to Barbican and that, like I remember all of them. Barbican, Canary Wharf, like all of them. Yeah, remember the
Oh yeah, when you turn up 3 hours late.
Ha, okay. It wasn't my fault. It was transport.
No, I think the Venice was still. That's the best one, man.
No, yeah, it was.
Like,
but to be honest, like in my perspective, I didn't feel like I looked my best. So it kind of, I don't know, like it was a good place to shoot, but I didn't feel like I looked my best. But I feel like when we went to like places like Canary Wharf and that's when I looked my best. So then obviously the shots came out good. But obviously, you know, Adrian and his editing skills.
No, that's the one we vlogged. That's the one that's on like 5K, right? The Canary Wharf one, the video.
Yeah, I know. I was literally watching it today. Obviously, I was on.
There was that shot. The thumbnail was that like what the couple shots that we took in Wagamama's when we was eating, and then it looked sick.
Literally, sorry if you don't have a photographer. That literally, this is what I'm saying. The photographer and model relationship has to be A1 because it would only be us to think, oh yeah, we love Wagamama's, let's go in there, and then we were literally like, yeah, lighting, get in there, like.
Yeah,
it was lit.
I always get good shots when I'm eating.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Like magical.
But Wagamama.
But
we haven't won.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, what we're saying about the inappropriate experiences. Yeah, did you call them out on it, or did you report it, or tell someone, or?
No, I feel like I told my friends. But I didn't take them seriously at all. Like afterwards, obviously, I just moved on. Like. I didn't really think too much of it. I just stopped messages, like stuff like that, because especially when you're having calls now and they're kind of not, they've turned into like not the conversation you're supposed to be having, like especially with a model that you're trying to pursue from a business perspective. When you're asking questions from like to do with relationship and stuff like that, it's kind of like I'm uninterested now because the whole reason I'm talking to you. If I wanted to move to you, I will. Like that's what it is. So I didn't go onto your page or you didn't come to me and I accept your messages for you then to turn it into like a moving thing. Like I just wanted to.
So what would you, I don't know, is there a way, let's say, obviously when you were single, would there have been a way a photographer could have moved to you that would have been acceptable? Because I think the same way as you, but then on that flip side, like this is my career, so the person I'm going to end up with in life is 90% probably going to be
Probably a
within
model.
this field.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, so I'm like, so eventually someone would have had to make the first move, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, honestly. No, but I feel like obviously when they make the move, you can then determine whether you're like feeling them on that level or if you just want to take it to like just a friends or like a business perspective. Like I feel like there's obviously good looking photographers out there, and if I was like, you know, if I was single at the time and I was literally like, yeah, like I'm feeling him, I probably would have to be the one to let him know, okay, cool. Because if you're a good photographer, let's say, you wouldn't want to take it to that level until you've had
But
the
that's what
time.
I'm saying, because I'm that person. I would never move to
I know, you've
anybody.
already told me this.
So I'm just like, it's weird because there's probably been a model that I thought would have been like a wife material, but I
But you
wouldn't have
didn't.
crossed that line. But then there's someone might have like wanted me to cross that line because I'm.
Well, that they should have opened their mouth
Let
then.
me not on YouTube live, bro. Okay, so, so
Exactly. I actually know, like, I feel like I have an idea of who you're talking about, but you know, I'm not answering that. I'm not exploiting you.
photographers need a Me Too hashtag as well, man. I said photographers need a hashtag Me Too as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like obviously if you're in the industry, then yeah, literally, Curlyfries Jazz said you're like one of the only photographers to not move to a model. 100%, 100%.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I like money. Girls don't bring me money. I came out of a 6-year relationship like a couple years ago. Yeah, my wallet has only increased since I've not had a relationship. I like money and I like bookings. If I have to be moving to every model, like that's taking time out of bookings. It's
Exactly.
long. I can't be bothered.
Yeah, but I feel like that's why I literally felt so comfortable with any like shoots that we've done, whether they were like in my underwear, I've changed in front of you. Like I've never really thought of it like that because I just know we're just like friends. Like obviously the friendship came afterwards, but like at the beginning I was kind of like, yeah, business only kind of thing. And like I didn't really get that vibe where I feel like photographers actually give off that vibe where it's literally like they're just here for one thing and it's not modeling. So yeah.
I think it's proper weird though, because it's like, but you know what it is? A lot of photographers wouldn't get it, and this is what annoys me. It wouldn't happen if models called them out or if they were exposed more often. Then it would just wean out all the people trying to do that. Do you know what I mean? Because there's so many that have, because you're saying apart from me, all the other photographers have tried to move to you, which that's a lot of people. So this, do you know what I mean? So it's like there's a lot of people that don't care realistically. Like yeah, like the girls moving to girls outweighs the actual love for photography, which means it couldn't have been that much anyway.
No, yeah, literally. I don't know, and also I don't know how photographers differentiate from moving to a model to not moving to a model. Like, is it because she's not as paying as the other one, or is it because you've all of a sudden decided, oh yeah, like I want to take?
But that's the thing. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, you might have some lying ass friends. You don't know that your friend didn't do nothing. You're just taking her word for it. Because if he's such a sleaze, then it's just like.
And she's paying, like she's paying. So
this isn't the other one with the same name, right? Or a different one? The other model with your same name, or is this another one?
With my same name, who's that? Oh no! The one that I just feel like the tall one.
I don't know who that is.
Tall pen one. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, yes, like I don't know what she was doing, but she didn't really seem like the type to be doing anything with a photographer.
They never do.
But they keep quiet, so I don't know. For me personally, I wouldn't mix the two, like ever, unless like they were.
But the thing is, I've known people been switching up on me since I've had a private account. And I don't know how some people now have been finding my private account, because it's like it's not even on my main page anymore. I used to have it on my main page, and now I put it on. Now it's not on my main page, and it's private now. Before it wasn't private, but then now models have been finding it, and then now the conversations are like steering that like a different way. I'm just like, big man, I'm here for the check. Let's steer right back to
let's just secure
the packages.
That's what I'm saying. Secure the bag and go our separate ways.
Yeah, so. Trust me, this was so long. But let's get to the next. Oh yeah, everyone keeps quiet. That's what annoys me. I don't know why the models stay quiet. That's what I think what annoys me the most. I just feel like if everyone was exposed who was being dodgy, just like would fix up, and then either it would just wean down, do you know what I mean, to the serious people. That's how I kind of see it. That's what annoys me the most, to be fair. I mean, I get it, you might not want like the passer, I guess, like, do you know what I mean, like of exposing someone, but at the end of the day, I don't know, because there's that London photographer that I followed like when I was starting up, and obviously he was doing an absolute madness, which I'm not even gonna say, like, it is mad what he was doing, but a lot of girls wouldn't say anything. It took one girl years later to then do something about it. Do you get what I'm saying? And then because one girl doesn't do nothing, and then it's allowing it, because sometimes it could go deep as to abuse. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like one girl not saying anything can lead to it happening to another girl, and then another girl, and it's like, obviously it's taken years for one girl to be brave enough to do it, and then obviously it's mad. So that's what annoys me, I guess.
Yeah, I find this one funny because this is so true. It says, I thought it was fun in one of Adrian's videos that the model sprayed on olive oil. Do you remember that?
That was literally her.
Literally, that was me. Yeah, that was a lit video, because I think the sun, like where we was, and obviously the oil is essential for anything. Like it just makes everything better.
Like, literally, without, do you know what it is? You can have a body or like in person, and then you can take a picture and you might be able to see it, but when you put the shine or oil or whatever, you can make it just make the picture 10 times. Like like you can see.
Like the only downfall from that was, I don't know if you remember, but by the car, like when there was bare flies, and then obviously with the olive oil.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure one of the pictures that you took of me, I had a fly literally on my leg. So, like, it's just not good. But yeah, no, olive oil is literally like a saver. Like, it's just essential. Like, it has to be done. And we literally lathered ourselves in olive oil. Like, lathered.
Was it? Yeah, it was olive oil sheen spray, yeah. Have you got any more insider tips?
Model beauty tips.
Other than oil.
Okay. I feel like oil, yeah, that's like one of the most.
I don't even really know because I just, do you know what it is? I don't even know because the models I sort of choose, I like how they look naturally. So whatever
Okay.
small bits of makeup they do, to me, I don't even really
Exactly.
notice.
And
To be fair,
when we're shooting, like most of the time we're doing our own makeup in it. So
yeah,
like obviously there's been times where makeup artists do it. I mean, it does work for different types of shoots, but for like ones where it's like you're mainly focusing on the body or the scenery, like the makeup doesn't need to be full on. Like it literally can just be like subtle. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel
see,
like a lot.
I like the makeup that makes it look like it's natural. If that makes it, if you could just get away with doing it natural, just prefer natural anyway. Because when
No,
you're abroad, especially most of our shoots, obviously, like, well, and going forward, will be abroad, so it's like the more natural anyway, because it's going to be more about the whole picture.
yeah,
Obviously, sometimes I do like tight shots in it, but it's going to be more, yeah, the whole image anyway. Because it's
yeah,
obviously all broad, it's
hot. So
natural scenery and stuff like that. So like it wouldn't even really suit with heavy makeup.
with heavy makeup, yeah, I feel like just literally subtle, and I think obviously focusing on like highlighted spots. So obviously, like I always tend to just make sure that my collarbones are like shining and like obviously highlights popping, like them type of things. Because obviously, when the camera's hitting and the lights hitting and the angle, it just makes everything better. Same way with the oil, it's literally like it bounces off your leg. Like that's what makes it so nice, like a good finished look. So I feel like that's the main thing, just remain as natural as possible. And like I don't like to do a lot of different hairstyles. Like I've done for Venice, I feel like braids was good because I wanted to switch it up. Whereas,
Mm.
but sometimes I just like to do my curly hair because I just think it depends on what we're shooting anyway, like where we're shooting kind of thing. Like same way me and you, we like was brainstorming the whole like idea for Canary Wolf, and you were saying, oh yeah, like I like you'll send like inspirational pictures where it's like, oh yeah, crop top jeans and your hair in two buns, like
Mm.
that type of work. Do you know what I mean?
See that shot made. I think the hairstyle made that Wagamama shot inside.
No, it did. Yeah, it did. 100%. 100%, because that's just the type of hairstyle that you would have in them type of restaurant places, and like it makes it kind of seem like you're not even in London. Like we could have been in like, do you know what I mean? We could have been in an Asian country for
Mm.
anyone else. So
Um, let me
Marcus, your
ask
number
you.
is question.
I'm gonna get back to Marcus, but I said, how do you find modeling? Like generally, like finding work and stuff like that, and do people
It's
approach you, or
difficult.
do you search for it, or do you want an agency for that?
No, I feel like it's very difficult. And I think it's mainly like all you've got to do is focus on content and kind of just making sure that you're modeling 20 like as much as you can kind of thing. Because even me, like I wish I could just model 24/7 and get paid for that and not have to have a 9 to 5. But then obviously reality kicks in and it's just like what's going to pay the bills. So I think it's a lot about that as well, and making a lot of time, because when you have, let's say, a 9 to 5 now, you're not going to have as much time to model. But then you could be saving up for months so that you can leave that job to then, do you know what I mean? Like then you can go and do modeling 24s, because I think there was a time where I was out of the job and I literally spent the time from when I had the job and I wasn't there anymore to when I got the new job. I spent that time like literally just modeling, going to agencies like in the weekdays, like doing shots with photographers and that. And I feel like, most people do work during the week. Like not a lot of people can do weekends. So
Mm.
yeah, I think it is difficult, and especially to get recognized for it.
I feel like like you're saying, obviously, like the 9 to 5 thing. I feel like if you have to, I'll say like do that for a year and save as much of it. Like
As you can.
literally, if you can live
Yeah.
off flipping £100 for a month, do that and save it, and then after that year, then go part time and like do a part time job, and then do the modeling, or if you're a photographer or makeup artist or whatever, then do it that way. So at least you have like a big, do you know what I mean, like safety net, but you're still working at the same time. So then
No,
you can
yeah, I think
still
100%.
make your career, and then eventually that's gonna outweigh the do you know what I mean, the part-time, because that's where I'm at now. Like my photography outweighs my part-time. Like it's ridiculous what I earn part-time in a day. One job, one for my smallest package is like what, 5 times that. Like literally. So then there'll be some days I would literally just be like, yeah, I'm not going in. Like it doesn't even make sense. Like, I'm just not going in. Like it doesn't even make sense. So you know what I mean? It's like, and that's where it got to the point. This year was going to be the point where I was like, do you know what I mean? Like a different level, but obviously Corona had other ideas.
Yeah, literally. Like she wanted to ruin everything. But I think with like following your dreams and stuff like that, you have to like I was trying to do that like the whole working for literally a year and then just saving up. And then as soon as that you can literally just go down to part time and do your thing, because obviously it takes sacrifice. I feel like it is quite hard to balance both. Like one is going to outweigh the other, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to be the 9 to 5 that outweighs the dream, because what pays the job
Mm.
or the dream, do you know what I mean? And that's why it's so annoying for models, sorry, because it's literally like unless you've blown or unless you've got like how many followers or whatever, or you're actually working with brands, you can't make that sacrifice until you are financially stable. Like some things just have to be put on hold until you feel ready. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not gonna make yourself literally be financially unstable to then follow something that's not gonna bring you any money. Like you've got to have backups, kind of thing. So
But you see what's annoying about you is, yeah, your account was blowing up when we were shooting, and then you just stopped.
I know, like I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like at some points I feel very demotivated because I'm not getting the recognition like from the work, if you get it. So like I feel like models have that time, or like I'll have a bad hair day or a bad skin day and I'll just not want to go because your main attribute is the way you look. So it's just like if that's
But
not
there's
perfect.
Photoshop. That's what Photoshop's
I
for.
know, but I don't want to be a catfish up here, okay? God.
No, I mean,
Like
if you have a bad skin day, like I always tell models not to worry about if you got a bad skin day, you got bumps or whatever, because it can. That's the easiest thing to take off.
mm,
Now,
yeah,
there's a certain
literally.
model on my trips, like she has the same spot every time on the same flipping side. Like we shoot for how many times, and you got the same damn spot. Wash the
Don't get
skin.
on to her. Gosh, it's she can't control the skin. Like it's very hard sometimes to like live up to that kind of perfection, especially when you're like I do feel like it is quite intimidating when you're shooting with, let's say, another model that's one blowing more than you, two has perfect skin, perfect hair, all these things. So it's just like when you're up against, not up against, but when you're next to them, you kind of get a bit like demotivated. But yeah, no, my account was kind of blowing from modeling. I need to get back to it.
Especially those Venice pictures as well. They was getting mad likes.
No, no. I sometimes I scroll and see like, oh, is there any more I can kind of revive?
I was
Because
going back to that shoot as well, like to post some stuff, man. But
yeah,
I
but
need to
what's
edit.
annoying about you is that you take so many pictures, and I'm pretty sure you delete the files after you've chosen the ones you like.
No, they're still on my computer.
Oh, for some reason I thought you delete them because remember when you sent
God,
them to
that's
me, you was literally like,
that's my
oh,
issue, because I literally, even the Portugal shoot, I haven't uploaded the rest of them, like
mm,
even from my memory card, because I have literally no space left. Like on my computer, I literally have no space left.
no, yeah,
But yeah, because I was gonna order some stuff, but it obviously hasn't come. I think because of Corona. Like I ordered more like space for my computer, but I don't know what's happening with that. So I'm stuck until all of this is over to actually get more space for this flipping computer.
mm.
But that kind of leads into the next question, like bitchiness in modeling and between models and girls, etc.
There is a lot of it, obviously. Like, I feel like it's just a thing where, for some reason, women think that they're competing against each other when really we should be empowering each other. Like, I literally cannot stress it enough. Like, you'll see a pretty girl and see how she poses, how much attention she gets from the photographer, because you'll kind of notice the like a photographer will kind of not favoritize us, but I wouldn't say favoritize, but I would say
Are you,
like
are you what are you
I'm
trying to
not,
diss?
I'm not.
Like, I think you're trying to like. I feel attacked right now.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying photographers in general. Like there are times where they will obviously want to take shots of a specific person more than the other, which obviously can cause bitchiness between each other. And I feel like most girls don't actually do it to each other's faces. Like back in the day when I started modeling, I went to some casting. Um, and it was literally like just starting up or whatever, but there was bare girls, and literally it was only like you would only get chosen if like they liked you, obviously, but it was only 3 girls that got chosen. And then there was just me and this one girl that's still friends to this day, literally just mind our business. Like we was literally just getting on with it. They were telling us have fun with have fun with it. And obviously we were coming with the vibes that the music was on, blah blah blah. So in that sense we were kind of like showing ourselves within the photographs were coming out great. Whereas the other girls, they were so fixated on like getting chosen or being the best looking or whatever. Like their persona came off so like bitchy, and it was literally like, oh, so you don't want to enjoy with the vibes, but yet who got chosen in the end? Me and my friend for being ourselves, whereas you are going home salty. Like so, like this what I'm saying. Like girls are very bitchy in this industry. I do
You
think.
know, it's weird. It's because it's like I see a lot of these same girls. I see a lot of them putting their stories and supporting girls, this, that, and the third. And like, there was this particular model that obviously the photographer was a girl. Obviously, the MUA was the makeup artist was a girl. They had like a girl team for the shoot or whatever, and there's like girl empowerment, blah blah blah. Which is all great. But then the same girl literally talks the most crap about every other female. Like, so I'm just like, hold on a minute. So it's just like, I feel like a lot of it is fake like empowerment stuff. Not
No,
from the movement I'm talking about from most
from
models.
the
Like,
show.
it's most trips that I go on, they're coming to me to say something about the other
Yeah.
model in a,
I'm not gonna lie,
particular.
Adrian, that I've been put off coming to some of the abroad trips just because I see how some girls move behind each other's backs, and I feel like
But that's the
why?
thing. It's only one. It's only one person. It's like it's not.
No,
It's not even like it's the because I think if you met Clee, I think you probably love Clee. Like Clee's fine.
yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? Clee's fine if you're fine. That's like Clee's vibe, isn't it? Like if you're not fine, then obviously she's not fine. But then she wouldn't. And that's the difference, though. Which I've been noticing. Like there's there's people that wouldn't say anything because they wouldn't want to ruin my trip, if that makes sense. And that was like clear on one of them. She wouldn't have had an argument with this individual because she wouldn't want to ruin the vibe, if that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah.
But then there's other people that obviously just would chat rubbish, like do you know what I mean, like about other people. But it's always from the model's perspective. Like obviously, I don't have any other photographer with me, but when I do, but then maybe because I do, it's like one of my guys that I bring with me. So it's
Yeah.
like I know their character, so they're not really like that anyway. So and even thing is, even from when I brought my guy, like between we're talking, we're not like slagging anyone off or
No,
saying
yeah,
she's a rubbish model or blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? Well, I picked them in it, so it's like it would be stupid to say that.
no,
But
but I feel like we've all come here for one reason, and that's to shoot. Like, just get on with it, kind of thing. And another thing, I feel like a lot of girls, let's say one that has more followings than the other, like you will. It's like a taboo thing to help the other person glow. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't think I'll ever be bitter in the sense where if I was to get like, let's say 100K followers or whatever, or even a million, if I'm supporting you, I'm supporting you. Like, I think there was Kenza or whatever. She says that she doesn't like tag. Well, she didn't used to. She doesn't tag anyone like that she knows that she's taken a picture of like on her Instagram because it's like her followers. Like, why do they need to do this? Blah blah blah. I just think, what's like, why though? Like, why can't they go on?
That's someone who's, I'd say, not. That's something within themselves, because it's like, these followers are mine. You can't have any sort of thing. I was like, someone's gonna put it in the comments, idiot. Like,
someone, do you know what I mean? You can't let your viewers, let's say your viewers, go and look at your friend's account. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, why do you
but
think
that's what I'm saying about girls. It's like, I don't know if it's a thing where there's a lot of maybe mental health or jealousy between friends, because it's a thing. It's like, how many memes are there of why don't you not tag your pen friends? You know what I'm saying? Like, how there's literally loads of those sort of memes and stuff like that. Like, girls don't like to tag. Cause I even noticed it the other day that they didn't tag their friend, but then their friends are in the comment and then they reply to it. So like, why don't you just tag them?
Exactly.
Or not post a picture then. Like, it doesn't make no sense. But I don't know. Like, that's, but even when I was saying to you the other day, like, I'm gonna be more skeptical and careful who I bring on my trips. I just don't want that energy around me, because it's just like, it's not necessary.
It actually ruins the trip. Like, just
I'm just like, if you got, the thing is, one of the issues, I'm just like, was fixable. So I'm just like, so if you got an issue, why are you telling me? Like, I'm not your dad. Like, do you know what I mean? If you got a problem, or which could easily have been fixed, you could have just told the person. The person would have listened anyway. So do you know what I mean? So it's just like, clearly it's not that much of an issue if you couldn't be bothered to sort it out. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just like childish stuff that I haven't got tolerance for anymore, to be fair.
Yeah, no.
I shouldn't have to deal with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to take pictures. Like, yeah, we have a good time in that part.
Sometimes we're here to do, like, you're here to model, you're here to take the pictures. Like, it is what it is. Like, but then it's just annoying because then the energy isn't like, the girls have to, let's say, for instance, we have to share rooms or something, or like, we're not all just going to get one room. Do you know what I mean? Like, so we've got to socialize with each other. And I just think with that type of energy, or like, or the intimidation of I'm better than you, who's on top, who's got more followers, kind of thing, it just ruins the vibe. Like, ruins it.
But that's what I'm saying. Moving forward, I will be definitely more picky. We'll go back to Marcus' question real quick. Any must-bring items that are useful for you, basically?
Well, I mean, for me, I always, depending on what we're like, where we're shooting, what we're shooting, I always try and bring like as many outfits as I can, because obviously, especially with Adrian here, he likes to switch it up. So we need to change like all the time, kind of thing. So I feel like outfits are definitely an essential, because it's like, you're not going to go to a shoot with one outfit, like, unless they're providing the clothes. You're not going to go to a shoot.
When the models do come to shoots with one outfit.
No, literally. Like, that's why I try and be diverse with what I bring anyway. But obviously,
like, even when we went to Portugal, one of the models only had flipping 3 or 4 different outfits. You've come all the way on a plane to a whole nother country with how many different locations, and you've brought 3. You're telling me you bought 3 bikinis? Are you alright? Like, that's it, you know. That's all she had to shoot was 3 bikinis. Like, you know, when we go to Venice, we had the beach shop day. Then we had like the bloggy, fashiony, like around Venice and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So we had like so many different looks. But to imagine bringing 3 outfits to Venice. Are you like? Do you know what I mean?
My suitcase
You're not
was
serious to me. Yeah,
like,
you had a big F-off suitcase, bro. That suitcase was nearly as tall as me.
I can't believe I did that. Do you know why? Because how many times were you walking around like, and even just getting back to the airport was just a myth with that big suitcase. Like, obviously, I
But you
had
know
a
what? It's needed because let's say when I obviously when this is over, there's one location I want to go back to in Spain, yeah, like in the mountains. Like you'll need to have like to fit a backpack
variety.
in that there, and then obviously you'll need like hiking shoes, which obviously I'm gonna shoot in, but for hiking, so you're gonna need a big bag to put in the big suitcase. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like
Mm,
it was essential. It's good to over have than under. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like when I went to Portugal and like I'm thinking you brought 3 outfits. What's the point if you being here? Seriously, do you know what I mean? It's like it doesn't even make sense to even be here.
Yeah, exactly. Just waste time.
But yeah, the Venice. I mean Morocco, Venice, Morocco, and Portugal. I need to go back to Portugal because I didn't really get the content I wanted. So I need to definitely Portugal needs to be. I need to go back there. But Spain, that one where I hiked, I don't know if you saw it. It's the one. Why? I don't know if you was following me then. This was April last year. I went and then was hiking up like the mountain and that, and there's like a waterfall and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's the location I need to go back to. But yeah, as you are a girl of color, yeah. Why I as a photographer, I find it difficult, not even difficult, next to now down there impossible to find girls of color that will shoot the stuff that I want to shoot. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if it be a lingerie or let's say a nudie shoot or implied nude shoot, like, why do you think there's, especially London, I'm talking like international, like London, why aren't there a lot of colored girls that do that kind of stuff?
I don't know. I feel like it's either got to do with how you were brought up, like, or just you, you care to like you think about what other people are seeing. Do you know what I mean? And I think especially when you're in the like a part of the black community or whatever, like your friends, like people always kind of judge girls for doing that. Whereas when it comes to girls that are not coloured, for instance, it's kind of like become the norm to for them to
But
speak out.
that's why I think it's BS there because let's say had the let's I don't know because you shoot lingerie, but let's say you didn't, yeah, or just colored girls in general, which don't. If they did, obviously people are obviously going to be judgmental and all of that kind of stuff or whatever. But the day they turn up in a flipping Range Rover or they get their own house, all of a sudden their opinions
Yeah,
are gonna change, or but because monetary. But shouldn't if that's your morals, should it be your morals if they're making 10 mil or ten
exactly.
pounds? If that's your morals, that's your morals. But 9 times out of 10, if someone starts come from them, the same level as them, all of a sudden they turn up in a range the next time you see them doing their nude shoots or whatever. No one's gonna care that they've done nude shoots. So I think like
No,
why
because
is there
they
that
put the money
stigma in the
into it.
first place?
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like I do understand it from a like an extent, sorry, because like at the start when I started shooting with you and that, I was kind of like skeptical to do it, like kind of thing, because I was thinking, what are people gonna say? Like my kind of viewers or like most of my friends are black, like, and obviously my dad's side of the family, everyone's black, and I just think the way we grew up was literally like, do you not have self-respect, like kind of thing. So I feel like that always hovers over you when you're doing things like this.
But you know why I find that weird? Because what if you look at black culture, our music is the filthiest. So it's like what do we do when we go to a Caribbean rave or a flipping African rave? You're winding up. You're actually doing the
You're
most
literally
physical
skin
activity in the most skin out outfits. So I'm thinking
tight.
like, so how are we the same people to then say, oh no, doing a photo shoot is so taboo, but then carnival you're out here doing the most.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense.
yeah. I feel like a lot of it is to do with you don't want to fall into a category as well. Like I feel like a lot of people always like, oh, you know, them girls that do this, that, like they will never get a man or something like that, or they'll never be taken seriously because literally their tits are out on. Like a lot of guys, I think, who say, oh, I'd never wife a girl that puts her boobs on the internet because it's just like. But then there's some, like I've seen recently, people, like I was even telling you about OnlyFans, like people have got boyfriends and they're literally taking the pictures for them because they know they've got money. Like they're getting money from this. Like if I'm supporting the family, if I'm getting a house, who cares what my profession is? I'm making the money, so.
But that's what I'm saying. Like then it doesn't matter. But then if it was just for fun, then it would be an issue.
Exactly. Then when money's to do with it, it's literally like, oh yeah, she's doing her thing. When it's literally just like you're just starting up, because at the end of the day, everyone starts at the bottom and works their way up. So when you're at the bottom now and you're just growing, like it's literally like no, like everyone wants to come with hate kind of thing. Whereas when you made it to the top, like that's when they're literally like, oh yeah, you're doing your thing, blah blah blah. Like it's annoying. Wait, what?
So that goes, I'm the king and he the prince.
Ain't no.
This guy, listen. This guy said that's my. You're great, Ike. Yeah, but let's not do this. Let's not do this on live. He's basically he's a if you don't he's a photographer, YouTuber as well. But he's been doing it like a lot longer. He's got a big basically photography channel, and yeah. Then I had a video that I think he obviously saw through. Yeah, found me basically. But is that one of Maria I did? I think in Canary Wharf. Yeah, it must have been Maria in Canary Wharf. You know who Maria is, right?
Yeah.
The one with the giant backside. Like that one. Like I think it was found me through there. But we're not gonna do this because I'm definitely not no one's son. Do you know what? I'm not even. I'm the Lord. I'm not even the king. The king has to answer to me. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you know what? We're not going to do this, Ike. We're not going to do this.
So you're the king of the top dog in London.
Yeah, do you know what it is? I don't even London. See, that's what I'm saying about London photographer. London photographers shoot. That's why I say that's why it got boring because I feel like a lot of London photographers shoot the same stuff. Like it just looks the same. It's a different version of the same. So if anything random on YouTube, I think because the first comment I saw you comment on was the one I did of Maria, and that was in the Canary Wharf one. I think because that one did get a lot of views because it's Maria, and she wasn't really wearing a lot of clothes, but that was a good shoot. It was a good shoot. But yeah, what do you want your career to look like? Like, what do you want
to be financially free?
Like, what do you want to shoot? Like, what would you want your feed to look like, or what would you? Do you know what I mean? Like, because let's say for me, for instance, my feed now is looking exactly how I want it. Like, what I wanted to do was find a way to make money from travel shoots. That was my goal, basically. Just like, what is your sort of career?
I feel like my type of goal is to obviously, I've always said this to you, travel. Like I always want to travel to take shoots because I just think the scenery is like mad. And I always want to try and model like outside perspectives. Like I don't really like indoor, like I don't know. I feel like at a point I was kind of like I want to be on Boohoo, Pretty Little Thing, all of that, like kind of catalog stuff. But at the end of the day, it's very hard to get into that. Like, I feel like you either one, like you either go to a place and they're literally like, yeah, you're not for me, or you'll go to a place and they only want one specific look. And like, say for instance, me, yeah, I have curly hair, but I can also straighten it. Could do braids, could wear a wig if I want. Like I can do anything with my hair, but then there's some places where they'll literally just be like, oh yeah, we only want you doing this. So you have to kind of stay in that same look.
But you know
Whereas,
as well, what helps is like when you like me and you have a good relationship, it's like you'd have for other people they have to find something like that because I know like obviously we both know the individual that shoots a lot with Boohoo and etc etc. But they found her through a video that I done of her.
yeah, exactly.
So it's like the person you shoot with obviously has to be of what some sort of quality or do you know what I'm saying or to represent to present you when you post it or whatever how you want to be portrayed because someone come across your page and then see some like you know what I mean on the Explorer even for instance they could come across one pick that's your one shot for let's say a scout or for Boohoo or whatever to see it and if it's not the top quality it possibly could be you're gonna get do you know what I mean passed on but
Yeah,
obviously from a video that I've done of someone that's what got them literally their career out
their career, yeah. Yeah, and I
so
also
they,
feel like I don't want to rely on agency. Like I want to try and make my own image from like literally collaborations, like because I feel like if I didn't meet Adrian to do like shoots where we went to London or Venice or anywhere, like I don't think I'd be able to get them sort of shoots to use for my portfolio. Whereas when you're with an agency, all they do is kind of do test shots like in the studio and like they don't really go outside the box. Like they just stay like
that's
anywhere.
why I feel a lot of London creatives do. They're stuck in a box. Like London is a box. There's like what 10 locations, probably top locations in London, and everyone recycles those same locations over and over. That's why I got bored. It's like this is dead. Like it's long. I'm just gonna go abroad now and just like switch up. 'Cause you know what it is? I was sort of being an innovator because I knew everything was looking the same. So then I would go to these like obviously obvious locations in London, but then I'll put my own spin on it. And then I'll see a week later, the same, like different photographers doing the exact same thing that I've just done. So I'm like, so you look literally just seen what I've done just to copy it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I've seen a model's told me that they've ran out of ideas on a shoot, and the photographer's gone onto my page to take ideas to. I mean, it's flattering in a way, but because we're both in London, you're in the exact same spot. It's not like we're in America, you're in one state and one state's how many hours away. We're in London, we're all like 30 minutes away from each other. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It's like it's different to copy someone when you're in the exact same location. So it's just like that's what kind of drove me to like shoot away, I guess.
yeah.
But yeah, a lot of agencies that do that same plain white backdrop, like
No,
shots basically. But oh yeah, wait, here's another question here. This is a brilliant question.
well done, Marcus. Today.
Best question so far.
Top 3 moments from shooting with Adrian. Okay, so
Well, eating has to
wait,
be
does that
one.
mean like places? Or does it mean like memories? Because like literally anytime I'm
Moments,
shooting
isn't
with
it?
Adrian, huh?
I guess it just means overall, like anything.
Well, obviously whenever we're shooting in London, like we always make it a thing to go to Wagamama. To go to Wagamama's.
Wagamama's is the spot, man.
Literally it's the spot, and
Mm-mm.
I feel like that is just great when you're like shooting all day and just need to find somewhere to eat, and like me and him can just chill and like talk or whatever. I feel like that's really good, and I would definitely say Venice is one of them because that whole trip was like even just getting on the plane was just jokes, like it was just funny, and like obviously we got to go to different places and stuff. Like it was really good. I think Venice was top. And where else have we done? I also like that Adrian's obviously kind of taken me out my comfort zone, because I remember when we did just a simple shoot in what's it called, in not South Norwood.
No.
Yeah, and literally I had hardly ever done like anything where literally I've been in my underwear or something. So I just feel like that was good for me because I could actually explore on them sides. And then the shots that came out of that, when I posted on Instagram, it blew just because
Mhm.
like I've never done anything like that before. So then everyone was literally like, "Raw!" Like, do you know what I mean? Like, she's actually taking pictures like this. So yeah.
How do you spell Wagamama's? Hold on, I'll type it.
Wagga mama.
It's literally Wagamama, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that. I spell it right?
Yeah.
What is it? It's Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Or Vietnamese? No, it's Japanese.
All I know is that it tastes good. Literally,
I know it's not Chinese. It's probably Japanese, but it could be Vietnamese. Don't quote me on that.
I don't know about that last one, but it's
It must be Japanese.
Yeah,
it's
but
definitely not Chinese.
What's it called? The airport for Italy, and it was literally 7 in the morning. We had Wagamama.
Oh yeah.
She like, oh my god!
Nah, I was so happy I saw Wagamama's there. Oh my gosh.
No, literally. I was thinking, like, was there any memorable times in Italy?
Gelato.
Oh yeah, no, literally, that was our thing. Like, literally, just
every hour on the hour we had gelato. That's man.
The best.
It changed me for ice cream forever. I can't eat ice cream in London at all anymore.
The best. Oh no, do you know what was funny in Italy when that guy saw me and Chloe shooting, and then he was like, "Can I take a picture of you guys?" Like, he started taking a picture, and then he was DMing me saying,
"Wow." He's like, "Wow."
or when what's it called? When that guy we was literally walking along, and the guy comes out of off the boat. It's like he just got dropped home from a night out.
Yeah.
And he's on the boat.
That was hilarious. I love how their boats are their cars, like just dropping off the friends
you
in
just
boats.
got an Uber, you're drunk, you're getting an Uber home. Like, their Ubers are boats.
And then the boat had tunes, had rhythms. Like, it was pumping out with bass and everything.
No, literally. That was funny. I was literally like, what? Like, where's the party?
That was hilarious. That was actually hilarious.
I'm trying not
Brilliant question. Brilliant. I got a question. Would you do an OnlyFans?
Oh my god, you asked me this because we were literally talking about this the other day. I am not gonna lie, I'm very, very tempted. Very tempted, because, you know, some of the pictures that I take are banging, and sometimes I have the urge to show people, and then I'm just like, wait, no, so like, and also I think obviously now, like, I've known Adrian for time, but before, obviously I wasn't in a relationship. Now I am. It's a bit like, I don't know.
To be fair, like it's so normal. Like, I find it's weird now to see a girl's bio that doesn't have OnlyFans in it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That it's normal. So then you've got to do that.
Do you know what's weird? I know girls that were so PC and so, like, not quiet, but didn't really put themselves out there, like. And then, like, these girls have now got OnlyFans in their bio. Like, they literally, I started at OnlyFans now. Like, they called me up for, like, do you want to do some shoots? I started at OnlyFans. I'm like, do you know, it's so weird. You know when you know someone, and then all of a sudden it's like you just have an inner freak in you somewhere that just now wants to come out. It's like, it's just so weird. It's just like, you know someone for so long, and then, like, there's two girls that literally started at OnlyFans now. It's like, it's so mental right now. It's like, it's just getting everybody.
A question for you then, in regards to OnlyFans. Would you how would you feel if your wife had OnlyFans?
My wife or girlfriend?
Both. Like, you're serious about that?
See, I don't know. See, it's weird because it would have to.
Because most guys do think like, oh, you know, I don't want everyone to see what I see. Do you get it? And I do understand that because it's a bit like, would you really want your man out here like half naked and like everyone knows what you're working with? Like, no.
But then technically you do, because as a guy, I mean, we go topless all the time.
Okay, but I'm not talking about that half.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. There's more to show for a female. As a guy, it's like one thing. You get what I'm saying? Like this, we can walk to the shops topless if we want. No one's gonna bat an eyelid.
I
Do
feel
you know what I
like
mean?
a lot of the women, like the female body is very artistic. Like you can literally do a lot of things with it. Hence why girls are making money off this, because we can do bare shit that's interesting. But I just
But
think
that's I
when
think it would, for me, it would have to be the individual. It would have to be. I'd have to know the individual to say whether I wouldn't mind or not. It would have to. I'd literally have to trust the individual.
So much.
And then it depends what they're doing on there too.
Yeah, it's true. Like obviously, I feel like you can still get paid for like girls get paid for feet pictures. Like you don't know who that is. But then at the same time, it's the girls that are bringing in the racks that are doing the most. And like even one girl put on that she literally got $1,000 from like a subscriber to literally have someone, and her man did it. Like that was it.
But it's a weird one, because obviously, like I was saying, my last trip, the girl's making 40,000 a month from her OnlyFans, and then obviously Morocco, one of the girls is making like around 10 grand a month. And I think these aren't figures that they're making up. Like they showed me their OnlyFans, like the payout thing. That's what they're getting. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like she told me she had to pay 24 grand in tax. Big man, I don't even get that from a part-time job. What do you mean? You're paying that's just the tax. That's not what they're earning. That's just the tax. That's what she had to pay in tax. So it's like, do you know what I mean? It's like there's money to be made. Like I don't know, but that's the thing. Like I was saying to you, like my McCartney account that pays for a couple bills, and I don't even really promote it, and I don't even really shoot for it, and that's half-hearted. Do you get what I'm saying? So like which I was going to do this year, like, do you know what I mean, shoot for it a lot more, I probably could be up there. And that's what I'm saying, because even...
What would you say?
Oh, I was waiting for you. But yeah, because I was going to say, like, it works if it's not like, if you're not reliant on it. Like, let's say, for instance, like, obviously I have that, but then let's say YouTube money, and then I have bookings on top of that. So there's like 3 incomes. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's why I probably don't really pay like as much. Do you know what I mean? Like attention to it, which is I'm going to though. But yeah, I think as a girl though, you can make a lot more.
Man said she's got 20 pics and 1 video.
Shot on Saturday only a month ago. That's a joke. It's a joke. But I feel like it's easier for girls though. I don't know why. Like, as if me thinking logically, you would want to subscribe to a photographer than a model. I mean, or just a girl. Because unless you love that one girl, but a photographer, you're gonna see how many girls.
True.
For what could be the same price.
Yeah, but I just think OnlyFans is very taboo. Like, if you're wondering who it is that I'm talking about, look for my nick on TV.
I think I've seen that video as well. I think I've seen this video. I don't remember it. I'm gonna go back and look at the girl, but I know I've definitely watched it because I wanted that lens. But I'm gonna watch it. But yeah, like, for when you're making 40 grand a month, that's just rude. Like, it's just rude. It's just like it's a disrespectful number. How can you make £40,000 a month?
But your man would not care if you're bringing that in. You're making more probably.
But that's the same. She has a man.
Does she?
Yeah, she has a man. But it's just like,
Okay, but
do you know what I mean? Like,
let me ask you a question now. Like, obviously, there are cultural differences. Is her man white or is he black?
no, her man's black. But then I think her man's American, so that's different. Her man's American. That's what I'm saying. America, it's not taboo over there. Do you get what I'm saying? It's mad. First of all, doing a shoot in lingerie is flipping taboo here. If you're a coloured person. Now talking about OnlyFans, oh my days, flipping kill them from the family. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Say if I had now, like, let's say a white male as a boyfriend, I'm pretty sure they would not care. Why is it black men that care so much? Why?
The thing is, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. At the beginning, you're gonna have issues, I think, with anyone until the money starts coming in.
They're not seeing real, like, the actual result from it. You get it? So they're just seeing you exploiting yourself for nothing.
Yeah.
Are literally 20, 22, and they're buying a whole flipping house.
But like I was saying, the Clee from Morocco, she's just 21. She just turned 21, and she's earning 10 grand a month. She's been earning 10 grand a month for like 18 months.
Yeah, I asked you the other day, is that her house?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She's had it for over a year. She started, and I think she's been living there since she was 19, so she's had it, do you know what I mean, a while. But then again, she lives in Manchester, innit? So it's a lot cheaper out there.
Oh, it's very cheap out there.
She lives in Telford, actually. That's even further out than Manchester. So it's mad cheap out there. Probably get a whole house for like 80 grand, 70 grand.
Mad.
That's what it'll cost you to get a parking spot in London for the year.
You will never be able to put down the budget.
Do you know what? A parking spot in London is 100 grand a month. I mean, 100 grand a year for a parking spot. You ain't getting a damn house.
You won't even be able to pay for your car, let alone the parking space.
So would you, if you didn't have a relationship right now, would you do an OnlyFans?
Probably. Just because I'm literally so tempted, just because literally any time I'm seeing pictures on Twitter, it's literally like these girls are bringing in just money from their phones.
But that's what I'm saying, because like the one that makes 40 grand, she literally takes pictures on her iPhone XR.
That's what I'm saying. Literally. Like, they're making money from their phones, and it's literally just your body. Like, it's whatever you want to show. Do you know what I mean? So no, you said you've got to be an insecure fool to hate on your girl. Actually, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I've even, like, obviously it's a bit personal, but I've even spoken to my man about it, and he was literally, you know, like, I trust you 100%. So, like, if you wanted to, blah blah, but I would prefer you not to show your face. But then it's like me now. One, I've got tattoos, so even if I showed my body, everyone's gonna know it's me because you can recognize the tattoos from the Instagram pictures. Do you know what I mean? So you're just gonna know.
But the thing is, yeah, why
would you not show your face?
What level would you do it though? Like, are you going to be just doing lingerie, or are you going to be doing the full shebang?
No, because I feel I definitely wouldn't do the full shebang, because I feel like there's a line that needs to be dropped. Like, there's a line that needs to be drawn, because it's like, what are you going to let people see that your man literally sees the same thing? So what's the difference?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Seeing and being in person is two completely different things.
I know, but it's two different things. But say if I'm sending videos to my man that random person is seeing, it's just kind of like, what did they do to earn those videos? Nothing. What did man do? Oh, a lot of things. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like where you're getting rewarded for being a random person.
I don't know, man. Like, to be fair, You want the money, you must be shaking it like a Polaroid picture. Oh man. I don't know, because it's like it's I don't know. There's a lot of there's a lot of money to be made, but then I feel like a lot of girls would if they weren't in a relationship. But then it's just like it's weird to me. I don't know. So I feel like if you just want to do it, just do it, sort of thing.
No, but I feel
I
like
feel
a
like if
lot
you're
of
gonna,
it's all about your
I feel like for
confidence.
you as well. I feel like because obviously when we're obviously back to shooting, I feel like if you did it more in like an artistic way rather than just your phone camera, I feel like the girls that do it with like their phone camera, to me, obviously it's not really artistic at that point. It's more of a sexualization. Whereas, like, let's say for instance, the pictures that I put up on my McCartney account, it's obviously just extra pictures of what's on my feed. So it obviously it's arty pictures. It's not sleazy pictures, if that makes sense.
I feel like that definitely, I actually enjoy taking like artistic pictures to do with your body because I just think it's peng, and it does get annoying when you can't really show that many people. Like you can literally just show your man, and obviously that's not great, but why can't I post it and get money from it? Like,
but that's what I feel like. And then with your, even if you like, obviously when we're back to shooting, obviously your feed's gonna look different. And then if you slap the OnlyFans link in your bio for like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. I think you can make hella money.
I know.
Taking 20%.
I just feel like because I think it's not. I think a lot of girls think it's all just like literally your body and a phone, take some pictures, make money. But I feel like the more you put your time and effort into what's being, you know what I mean, like, or the quality of the picture. Like, say you, for instance, Adrian, taking pictures of me, like in lingerie and that, with like sick scenery and stuff. If I was to slap that on an OnlyFans or something, it'd probably make peas because it's
Yeah,
just like
that's what I'm saying. Cause
creating
that's
fantasy.
literally what what I want my McCartney account to look like, more like just more broad shoots, what I do already. But obviously, like just the uncensored versions of it, I'm gonna put on there. Because I literally was at Portugal. It's on like one of my last Portugal video. At the end of it, like we was shooting on a cliff, mad scenery, like it was sunrise, and a cliff edge, crystal blue water. And obviously it was a nude shoot, so she was nude there. Obviously the one she posted on Instagram obviously was censored. But obviously for her OnlyFans or whatever, do you know what I mean? That's not your average front facing camera in your bedroom. It's like it's art at that point. So you're gonna, it's like it's high quality art.
Exactly. I think those pictures are her, like she put them on her OnlyFans. She probably makes peas from it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's something to think about. It's getting very tempting when I'm seeing these girls literally just paying for cars and houses. Like, this is what I want, and I know I'm not cut out for a 9 to 5 job, but I really am not. So
I didn't really know how much money was in it, and I'm thinking why? Like I just obviously it's because I'm in the industry, and it for me I don't think it's taboo anyway because I shoot that kind of stuff. But for a while I've seen it increase. Like it was just a certain amount of. It was a certain type of girl that was doing it at first. At the beginning, it was more the girls that was in the sex industry that had OnlyFans. That's why I think people put the stigma on it because they were the ones that were only realistically using it. And then now everyone's got it now. So then but the thing is, it's the fan, even the site even says it's OnlyFans. It's only for your fans. Like I could have an OnlyFans and upload flipping how to use your camera tutorials. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be sexual.
no, yeah, I know. A lot of things. A lot of people do think OnlyFans is literally just
Yeah,
sexualized.
just
Like,
a porn
yeah,
site.
you can literally go there, and it can literally just be like another YouTube. Like someone could just be putting up videos on how to do different things. So, you know, but I
Because that's the
definitely,
thing. The girl as well that I know that earns 40 grand a month from it, she doesn't do porn. Like, she's not doing any of that kind of stuff at all. She's literally just when we were in Portugal, she was taking like behind the scenes pictures of herself or whatever on the beach or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So it was just pictures and whatever. But the other girl now, she only earns like around 10 grand a month, but she does everything. Like she literally does everything. But do you know what I mean? So you can say like the girl that, do you know what I mean? It's just there's a difference. Like the girl that earns loads of money doesn't even do that. The girl that earns less, which is still a lot of money, and then she does whatever. But that's
but don't you think she would make money just from, let's say, doing bare shoots that you did in Morocco, of her just doing that and being nude? Like she would get bare money. Why does she need to do like all the porn
But
stuff?
that's the thing. She never modeled before Morocco.
Oh really?
That was her first like modeling was Morocco.
She should do more.
And then you think about it, she's young as well. Like I always forget like when people like in this industry, I always generally forget that girls are like generally around 20. Like literally. I always forget that I'm like the oldest one in the room.
Yeah, granddad. So how many more
Are you
questions?
even 20 yet?
Huh?
Are you even 20 yet?
Of course I am.
Oh, yeah. I got my last question. Then if you got any questions left before we go, get it typed up. But yeah, I was gonna ask you because obviously you got a channel you started now, so I know you said it off camera, but yeah, what are you gonna put on your channel for everyone that's gonna watch this?
Yeah, so obviously I've just started a YouTube channel. I'm kind of doing the whole editing part of it right now. Like I haven't uploaded anything. But my main thing is gonna be like skincare, like product reviews, skin journey. And obviously Adrian was telling me off camera like a model's perspective of vlogging like shoots and stuff would be sick. Like I feel like once this corona thing is done, like we're gonna go away and stuff and shoot, and I'm just gonna like vlog it because it will be so sick to do that. But I think that like is what I'm gonna start with, and then obviously go into like vlogs or like hauls or like stuff like that. But I definitely do want to, because what I like to watch a lot on YouTube is like skincare or like someone doing their morning routine or their nighttime routine or something like that. I think like a lot of girls just like to watch that. So like with that, I'm just going to talk about how like I got clear skin, how bad my skin was before, what I did, like them type of stuff. Have you dealt with jealous partners from being?
Have I dealt with it? Oh, you mean that's in
Your
my
partner?
relationships and stuff like that? No, I'm with my last relationship. Obviously, they met me doing it, and then obviously I changed. Like obviously, I started getting into like lingerie and stuff like that. And I remember them saying that they didn't like it, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna stop. So you either like
Deal with it.
deal with it or break up with me. So one of the two. Like I'm not really one of those people that's gonna be like start sweating about it and start crying myself to sleep about decisions I gotta make. Like, bruh, photography is life. If you don't like it, yeah, exactly. So if you don't like it, then fam, get another boyfriend. Simple. It's not that hard for me because photography is gonna outweigh any female. So it's just like for me right now, yeah, it's not. I haven't really had any jealous partners, really. But then going forward, I have had a lot of girls that were interested and then see what I do, and then they're like, "Oh, you must get lots of girls, blah blah blah." Like, it's an outside perspective that's not in this industry seem to think that photographers are just out here like having our way with models. I mean, probably some of them probably are, but definitely not me. Hero Shot said, do some stuff with posing in situations and environments. Yes, that's for your channel.
I feel like, you know how you vlog behind scenes, like when I'm posing and stuff? I feel like definitely that incorporated into my channel would be good as well, because it's like, you know, I could do thumbnails or literally like, oh, how to pose, like what's the best poses to do, like how to become a model, all that stuff. So
Yeah, because I feel like there ain't that on YouTube.
no, there isn't.
Not
There
not
isn't, because I haven't even
not good
searched
ones
it.
anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. I feel like there's not that on YouTube, and especially like nice locations, and then seeing the results of the pictures and stuff like that
Yeah, I loved that on
would
your channel.
be would be sick.
You say
So I feel
yeah,
like even
YouTube. What's that?
so I feel like even as a photographer, like there's a bunch of big photographer YouTubers that just talk about camera gear all the time. Camera gear, camera gear. I think and hold them, and I've never seen this person even like do a photo shoot on their channel. So like, why
Yeah,
am I listening to this person? And then when you go on their Instagram page, their work's not even that good. They probably just started YouTube first, like one of the first people to do it, and that's why they kind of got big. But their actual real world shooting is not even that great. So I just thought, you know what, let me just start a channel and start filming what I do. Because there's no
yeah,
one really on YouTube that literally does like lingerie or stuff like that on YouTube anyway. Only people that I like the poses for is you photo. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like photo Meike as well. That's why I followed him from ages ago, because he actually shoots, like uses the gear in real world so you can see the results. But a lot of people just like just talk a lot of just talk all the time about this gear, that gear, this new camera's coming out. You don't even see this person take a picture. Like, what's the point?
yeah, exactly. Like you, I think a lot of people want to see results. They want to see the outcomes. Like so,
Yeah,
yeah,
like, you want to see that the behind the scenes and then what you've got from that, from the gear that you're saying to use. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of people I think are just on here to make money from their flipping their subscribers, really. To say, oh, here's this new camera, use my link in the bio to obviously because they get a cut from it. But then it's like you're just there to get money from your subscribers. But yeah, other than that, been in there hour and a half, and I got some Call of Duty to be shooting. So
and I've got some food to be eating.
I might get a midnight snack, or not midnight, but yeah, 10 o'clock
You said
snack.
midnight snack. I'm only just having my dinner now.
You don't have your dinner late, but I had my dinner like hours ago, good 5 hours ago.
Can't believe
But
it.
yeah, Tyler's at that's your Instagram at, right? What's your
That's my Instagram, and then obviously my.
type in your thingy name, your YouTube name on
How do
the
I type
comment.
it? Uh,
Can you post a comment?
no, but I don't see the search bar. Does it say it somewhere?
What the search bar or post the comment on the right
It
hand?
just
I
says
don't even know
private
what that's.
chat,
It says comment.
live
At the,
comment. Is this at the top?
it says private chat. It should say
Yeah.
comments at the top. I don't know what yours looks like, but mine says comments.
Oh
Like the
wait,
first one.
no. Can you just type it? It's just literally my name. Tyla and then Jordan. Literally, content coming this week is in lockdown.
Tyla Jordan.
Then Jordan.
I posted her. That's gonna be her. That's her YouTube. She just made. What did you say? A quick question. Have you used RF? I actually haven't used. How many R? I actually haven't. Have I used any RF lenses? I don't think I've used any RF lenses on a shoot. I've used the EF and obviously third party, but I don't think I've actually used any actual RF. For my my next trip, I was gonna actually get the 28 to 70 RF, but obviously that got cancelled. But yeah, my next actual shoots away, I will get an actual RF lens. I'll probably just hire one because I ain't got that kind of bread yet. I ain't paying flipping $3,000 for a flipping a lens. But yeah, the next trip I'll get a 20, probably 28 to 28. But yeah. Yeah, so the Yongnuo, that's the one. That's the one I use, and then the Meike 85. But yeah, next time I'll get the 28 to 70 or RF. But yeah, till next time, I'm gonna get another, probably get another model on for you. That's what I'm gonna do for you guys. I'm gonna get Clee on here for you. We're gonna have an OnlyFans chat on here. I'll bring you in as well, Tyler. We can have a freeway.
I definitely want to be in here because I want tips.
I'll see what she's doing. I'll do it. I'll see about maybe tomorrow. I'll see what she's doing tomorrow. And
Yeah,
then,
I definitely need some tips to see if I should actually go into
yeah,
it.
we're gonna do OnlyFans talk live tomorrow. Hopefully, guys. I'm gonna put it in the community tab. Yeah, if it's definitely going ahead, so I'll update. But yeah, I'm gonna do an OnlyFans. How do I come up with these ideas? Like seriously.
You're sick in it.
An OnlyFans chat. Oh, I could get Jess on here as well. Do you know what I mean? Do you know how many only people? Literally, you're probably the only model. No, 2 models that I know that don't have OnlyFans. Everyone else that I shoot literally has OnlyFans. But
So tempted.
yeah, getting those 2 on live together anyway, I think that'll be too mental anyway. Like between both of them, the level of crazy, I can only take one at a time. So I'll do Clee tomorrow. Yeah, guys, that's brilliant idea. Tomorrow I'm gonna see you guys, and yeah, check the community tab for any updates. And yeah, we're gonna love you and leave you.
I'm
Until
gonna go
next time.
eat. Thanks for having me on here, Adrian. I'm gonna chat to you later. And bye, guys.
Hold on, hang on.